you're not ass at fighting games. Like that's let's talk about that statement first, right? Like, what does that mean? Like, you can't be ass overall. Like, it's like, hear me out. I'm not saying that we don't all start off bad, right? But some people just make the nebulous statement like that before they've even played. Like, I'm trash, and with the implication that there was something weird in my beard, my bad. With the implication that they can't be better. Like, I'm bad, I will always be bad, therefore I will not try. This is a flawed formula, my friends. This is an extremely flawed formula. One big thing that you gotta know with fighting games, right, is that there are a lot of things in it that are knowledge checks, right? Like things that you can't know until you play. So like I think of like there are certain characters that are like knowledge check characters. Like in Tekken 7, I think of like Hua Dong, or just like these characters, or the Yoshimitsu that do like just nutty stuff that you're like, what do I do with this? Like he's doing one of these. Like he's switching stances on you, and then you got Yoshimitsu with like the helicopter twisting around, and then he's like on his back doing weird stuff, and he's like bleh, and he spits stuff at you. You're not gonna know what to do with that when you're first playing, man. Like that's something that only comes with knowledge of the game, man. That comes with matchup stuff, and you shouldn't be mad at yourself for not knowing that. You know, you can't. But here's the thing, the only way that you're going to know how to do that, like the only way you're going to get better and know how to whoop those characters' ass, is that you gotta play, man. Like, you gotta play these games. Like, don't get in your head with all this stuff like, oh, I'll never be good at it, or just like, I've tried in the past and I got whooped on. That's fine, man. Like, that's okay. Like, not saying, the thing is, man, we all got like a skill floor and a skill ceiling, right? Like, maybe some people start off better than you, and who knows where they get up to, but maybe there are people start off worse than you and have gotten up to the professional levels of this game, and you're not going to know where you're at until you give it a shot. You can't go into it saying that like I'm bad forever, because like that's how it is. You're bad because you don't play. You know, like if you played, man, like there's nothing stopping you from getting into it. You learn this stuff along the way, man. Like, not saying that you aren't going to take some lumps. Like, you're going to get whooped on for a little bit, man. But that's cool too, man. Like, who cares about taking an L? You know, like, are you having fun, man? Like, pick a game that you like. Pick a character that you like. And just see what the heck happens, you know? And just, like, along the way, you'll start to learn to not care about certain things as much. Like, the W doesn't matter as much as like, oh, now I know not to jump against Crouch and Guile. You know, like, you'll pick up stuff that, like, the more things that you learn and you can put in your tool belt, the better you're gonna be. So like your ass rating goes from like here, and it just slowly starts to shrink down until next thing you know, man, you're competent. You know, like all these people that we watch on like streams and stuff, man, like they just didn't like wake up there. Like, they have years of accumulated game knowledge under their belt. So like, of course they start out in a game that much better than you. It's just because they've been playing so long, man. But there's nothing stopping you. You see that? Oh, let me get in front of the camera. You there. There's nothing stopping you, my man, from trying these games out, and who knows how good you could be, you know? It's just, one, you have to realize that there are going to be just things that you don't know, and there's things that experienced players don't know that they find out the hard way in tournament, you know? Like, there are knowledge check characters, there's knowledge check moves that the only way you're going to get better at those is to play. And when it comes to like, I can't do these combos, who cares, man? Like, some characters and some games are more combo centered than others, but not every game's about the combos, and you'd be surprised at how easy this stuff gets when it becomes muscle memory, you know? Like, that's what you're fighting against, man. It's not that you're bad, like we all start off bad, but how much are you doing this stuff, man? Like, are you sitting there and like really like grinding out this combo in training mode, or playing against people and really learning it? Or did you fail at it a couple times, like get beat up, and then just assume that you can't do it, you know? If you want to get into fighting games, like, or anything for that matter, but for this specific purpose, we're talking to fighting games, like, give it a shot, man. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, you're gonna have so much fun with this stuff. Like, you're gonna meet so many people. You're gonna love playing as these characters. Like, that that thrill that you get in your stomach, or just like that pit of your chest when you're fighting against somebody and you're like, oh, this is a close match. You can't beat that stuff, man. It's so good. It's so good. But don't psych yourself out in the beginning, right? Like, just play. Just play. Like, if you do that and you just keep playing, you're gonna put in work, man. But like, you can't be theory fighter forever, you know? Like, you can't just be like watching YouTube videos and soaking up these streams and then like play for a little bit and you're like, wow, I knew what to do, but this guy's a scrub and I should have been able to stop it. Well, you didn't stop it. It's because you don't play as much, man. Like, you got all this stuff in your head, but you got to build up the muscle memory. Like, you got to make it so like these motions are second nature. You're not even thinking about them anymore. These setups are second nature. Like, you want all the easy, just like mechanical stuff to be to the point where like you can't forget it anymore if you tried, you know? And once that becomes the fact, like once that's the easy part, then you can start getting into the more complicated crap like option selects and just like all that other goofy stuff that starts happening when you start getting into the deeper level of the game, right? But you got to start somewhere, and that just starts off with playing. So I'll sign off. You guys go out there, play some fighting games. I promise you, we all start off ass. It's okay, but you'll get it, man. But the main thing is, like, don't watch, don't listen, don't read, play. Play more, and then play even more than that. And then when you do that, you're in there, man. But you gotta play. That's the biggest thing. Like, you don't get anything if you don't play. So hit my YouTube buttons, fellas. Hit my Patreon in the description. Help me feed myself and the fam. They love you. I love you. Be good. Go out there and play some stuff. I'll see you guys next time.